Oiganoagirono, and welcome to another episode of On the Record. I'm your host, Michael Stock. In studio today we have Debbie Dedam Montour from NICRO. That's the National Indian and Inuit Community Health Representative Organization. That's a lot to say. And we have Ganoagirono, our own Marion Snow. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mike.
The reason why we have them in today is the very exciting new book that's coming out. The launch is September 28th, and it's here in Ganawage, and you'll tell me more about that in a minute. But the book is called Sam's Bear. All the illustrations were done by Marion, and the writers were Merrill Hammond and Rob Collins. So let's talk about this book. So let's start with Debbie, because obviously the book started somewhere and ended up here today. So give us a little bit of history on the project itself.
Well, we were approached by Health Canada because we do a lot of, we develop resources, culturally relevant resources for First Nation and Inuit communities. Health Canada was looking for a resource that would touch on brain development as well as fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. And so we submitted a proposal, which was accepted, and we developed Sam's Bear from that.
And the book itself is from the perspective of a bear.
Yeah, we, looking at the topic of brain development and FASD, we wanted to take a more unique approach. And so once we started doing the research and started to write the storyline, and we had our illustrator on track by then, it was the research writer who decided that she was going to take that from the perspective of the bear. So it was her decision on that direction.
And I was looking at it. Actually, I had seen the pictures maybe last year on Marion's Facebook page, and I asked her. I said, "Are you working on a book?" And I don't remember if she answered me. I think she was waiting.
I didn't want to say too much at the time.
She didn't say too much.
It's okay to talk about it now.
Yeah.
But anyway, congratulations, Marion, for being selected as the illustrator. How did you come about getting Marion to do
Well,
illustrations?
it was back in 2005 when we had a project. We wanted to highlight the work of community health representatives, and they're paraprofessionals that work in the area of health in First Nation and Inuit communities. Mm-hmm. And so we were developing a series of posters. And at the time I was working with Mohawk Media, and Iris was the one who was in contact with a lot of the artists around town, and so she had commissioned Marion to do one of the posters. Mm-hmm. And so after the 4 posters were done and we finished that project, we were looking for, when I was looking for an artist, I have the 4 posters in my office, laminated of course, and I said, I think if we were going to hire somebody to do some work, I liked Marion's style. So I said, let's contact her to see if she'd be interested in working on a book. And had she ever worked on a book, I didn't know, but I said, I always feel it's important to give somebody a chance. And it was a great opportunity for both of us.
Yeah. And you know what, Marion, you've done an amazing job. I was looking at some of the pictures. I'll just, I'll show you a few of them on here. And it was very, like, when I seen them, I'm there like, man, this is good. There's going to be a good book coming out somewhere. And I was looking, at how, actually I thought it was around your family when I first had seen it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I was also like proud because Mary and I have known each other for quite a long time, and she's an artist, but she's also a martial artist. Mm-hmm. That's how I know her well. So you must have been like excited to be picked for this project. And how was it for you?
Yeah, I was really happy. I mean, it was great to do the poster in the beginning, but then to get more work and to be able to do a book. This was my first big book, and it was it's probably one of my greatest achievements, I think. So I'm so happy to have had the opportunity to work on this project, and it's such an amazing project too. And it's I think it's very important, and yeah, it's just great.
And you went to school for art. I mean, obviously, you have to have the talent, but you went to school.
Yeah, I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts from the University of Ottawa, and I've been working in art pretty much all my life in one form or another. I still work at the Ganawage Youth Center, and I do the arts and crafts over there with the kids in the after-school program, and we're always trying to create different art programs for the kids. And so to be able to do that and also do books and illustrations on my own time is perfect, you know.
So you hoping to make a career out of illustrating books?
Absolutely, I love it. I'm waiting for the next opportunity, definitely. Yeah.
You know, if you look around parts of the community, or like the youth center has some of the work that you had done, and actually you created our logo for our daycare.
Yeah.
And she also painted like two really nice pictures in the daycare, like a whole wall, and it came out really nice. And that's why my wife and I were like, gotta see this book, you know, and it's good. So what's on? Go ahead, sorry.
No, it seems like just in the past couple of years, I've been doing a lot of like children-oriented things. You know, it's just coincidental, I think. I'm not sure, but to do a children's book and then to do those murals over at the daycare center, it's like it all kind of like relates, you know.
Who is Merrill Hammond and Rob Collins?
Meryl is a researcher. Also, she's an author. They're a couple. They have their own business called Consultancy for Alternative Education. And they're a consultant firm that we came across a number of years ago, and we've done some work in tobacco with them, tobacco cessation initiatives. We recently did one called No Butts to It. It's an Aboriginal Youth Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a working relationship we've developed over the last, say, 5 years. And we've done, like I say, not only tobacco resources, tobacco fact sheets, we've done this Sam's Bear.
What's the target audience for the book itself?
I guess would be young mothers, mothers-to-be. It could be even the caregivers, the parents themselves, anybody who's dealing with a child that may have had problems, brain development problems in the fetal stage.
Is there specific organizations that you're distributing the books to, or is it communities, or what? How is that distribution going?
Our distribution, we have about 2,600 addresses. Some of them are individuals. They will get one copy. The band offices and the health centers in First Nation and Inuit communities will be receiving 5 copies. We are also, for the Aboriginal Head Start on reserve, they will be getting 25 copies each. And also there's the FASD mentoring sites across Canada. Each of those sites will also get 25 copies. And so we've had basically a print of 20,000, and we'll be distributing, the initial distribution will be about 16,000.
And that's happening now?
That's happening now, yeah.
So the launch is basically already taking place?
By mail.
By mail.
It's a bit of a process still, even through the mail company. It still takes, even though I give a yes to start the mailing, it still takes a couple of weeks for it to actually be in people's hands.
Are there going to be other books, or is this just the one of a kind, and then you choose another topic? And
Well, we're hoping, we would like to see a series of books. One of the things we're exploring right now is oral health, children's oral health.
Mhm.
And so we'll see where the funding is. This basically will be what's gonna decide what direction we take.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna come back and talk about the launch, or, you know, September 28th, what's gonna happen then, and then we'll go through it a little bit more of the book, and we'll do that right after these messages.